Ban pinne pensa bat ban ai jinghikai ki bapura halor ke jade bat ki jingkieng jeri ki badon hapo rilom khasi ba Jaintia uba Ian Lyngdoh uwei nakirangba ula pelat ya kakot kabalatip kum ka Ficus Khasiana kabade kakot syapang ka jingkieng jeri habaya kren bat unong tho jongane kakot ulai thu ba kene kakot kabula tho kamdei tang ka khana ka pateng hendrei ka de ka jing ai jingtip shaboro ki bapule halor ka long kaman pat ka jingsdang bandon gini ki jingking ser hakaba baro ki nongwan jungo kai perthai na keleng ka perthai ki tip bat ki bena shapang ki jingking ser hari lum khasi Jaintia hakaba de pat kene ka kot uba Ian Lyngdoh uloong ba watla ki long shwa man shwa jongi kimtip ya kapule ka puthi hendrei da ka jingstat ka jongki kilala ban pinmi shibon ki jat jingthung shibon ki jaka bakring ya kinong jungo kai perthai hendrei kene ka pateng mamenta watla kilayo ya ka jingpulie ka bakham shaljrong bon naki kim don ya ka minsem ban e ya ki jat ki kinja ki ba ulong shwa min shwa u ai ngobha badai limba kene ka kot on sala ban ailat ya ki ban tip pat ban ri ban burom ya ki jing thau ki balapin mi na du hindai om tangkata kani kakot kalawan raru ya ka khana ka pateng sepang ka jia day jong ka jingking jeri bat ulum sopet beneng ka jia don jong ki law kentang bat ki wei de.
You know, while traveling through the beautiful hills, you are traveling through those beautiful hills of ours, crossing stream and rivers, socializing with local people, as well as your food habits, because I may say that we share the same thoughts and ideas of life. You know why? You seem to enjoy eating everything. And the same with me. I eat everything under the sun provided to me by the local people. Well, you enjoy travel, discovering this thing. I enjoy. Before it was hunting, now it's fishing. I've stopped hunting, now it's fishing. And only last Monday I came. So this is my part of life also. Well, the wonder that was Khasi Jaintia Hills. I say the living root bridges is one of the many wonders of the Khasi technology, which is, we may say, more than 500 years or even beyond that. Well, not only this living root bridges. You know, if you look at the road constructed by the Jaintia Raja, sir, very well about that. Recently we have done a book on Meghalaya 50. If you look at the road construction from Jantapur to Nartiang, it is one of the wonders, I may say. Then the fortress of this Mylon Raja at Mogandur, overlooking the Sung Valley, in which we went along with my friend Ruben, and there's one friend of ours who's an archaeologist. She's still doing this carbon dating of that place. Then the monolith at Nartiang. Even the sacred grove at Mauplang. This sacred grove of Mauplang is not only, I think it is not only for attraction for tourists, but I think this is the Khasi idea of environmental protection. Then, like what I have said earlier, a matrilineal system, the idea of empowerment of women. I'm very proud, especially when we are in a seminar, that the world today is speaking about the protection of environment, about the empowerment of women. But our great forefathers have already done it a long time, and as a race, we should be proud of that. Well, there are things which you have to be proud of. And well, looking at all this, I'm proud to say that, like what Bayan has mentioned, our own civilization is second to none in the world. The only thing is that since we are in a remote part of our country, India, people are yet to know and discover about us. Well, Bayan, today I feel it is a great privilege for me to be part of this program, releasing your book, Ficus Khasiana, Finding the Living Road Bridges. I thank you for bringing to light this wonderful and spectacular art of engineering skill of our forefathers. And your book will be an information about this indigenous skill of ours to the world at large.
The presence, of this notion, of this idea of living root bridges in many of our mythological narratives is something astonishing and something outstanding, because it shows that as a community, we have always had this deep reverence for communication, because essentially it is communication. And when we refer to the foundation myth that we have of Lone Socket Link, that is also about communication. And probably the mythic metaphors that have been developed about Lone Socket Link could also be a reference to these bridges at some point of time, in prehistory. So, and I'm sure that it will provoke interest among scholars as well as lovers of nature. And in conclusion, I would like to say that when I received the invitation from Ian, I sought his permission if I could share that invitation with some friends of mine friends of mine at the IIT. That's the Italian Institute of Technology, which is based at Genoa, in the city of Genoa in Italy. I was fortunate to have been invited for a couple of lectures at the Ca' Foscari University in Venice, and it was there that I met Barbara Mazzolai. She's a professor in the Robotics Sciences Department at Genoa, and she also had done some preliminary work, on these bridges, and in fact, they are putting together some sort of an application to be able to visit the place and perhaps conduct some kind of a preliminary survey. So this book will indeed be very useful in that enterprise. It will be very useful in that effort that these scientists will be making, and it will be a pleasure for me to introduce Ian, to the team when they make their presence here sometime in October this year.
Bagar teng jong ni halor chate pagan tau. Kalau ulang dari bahasa Islam jingkieng inti jonga aktan diwar bini buat diwar seni. Te aku malukong idon lai benta yani jingkieng inti jonga. Ikong iya sutunat dan yui kita bicara kerpang ni Ri Khasi. Yui ini jingkieng jeri cintai. Henry hak jingkieng jonga ngalap ni tak jingkieng jeri. Henry dan pun keke apa halun deh yang ini jingkieng jeri. Jingkieng jeri long kentang long tu ta yang sumar suker di Jakarta di dom di cloud di real image no kami dia mesti tak jingkieng jeri dan boleh cerita retaining di jingkieng ladders di platform bagi penonton di department ini aku jadi ada tujuan lagi juga don kita ki beta juga posor dari tujuan kau ulang salang juga bah compare bah idea inju betul dengan yoi kum kita ke nama bah suya ganti ngin lap ke hinde abang ya ini pet hang pet ho kimi lap bah bon ke bah lap ni oji kai nak ini gini semua jemput gini semua ba akhir poteng lagi departemen jungi ba long ru kita ki dei how gini jingkieng jeri tahu jingkieng jeri hendai kita ki lau utam kita ki bamboo drip irrigation ki mau guna ka inlang salang ka matrilineal system ka matrilineal system ba kiwi benta kum ka kur kha chat khom kita ki bro ini departemen jungi kan nang katho kata kan dan ketho hangno kesuya dimba ka oral tradition kata ka oral tradition gaya dimba ka sinar do jungi ina jeans ini kalau ke ba nalap daladi ocean daladi long ke ba thampala na ki chat kundri te agwa de ba ka pateng ba menta ni ba nimla ban kot departemen ini tak tahu tak sendur ya kan imlang salang sendur ya kan karyang sendur ya kan berkat kasih kan berkat ada kapor ba ini budget menteri pateng jungi ban kata kita dicengkela kendet dia ban pek semenur kumno ki departemen ini ki le Sha ya kemarian pilih Sha kiwi jadi ba entah kira dam thom ni gini kira dam dan kata ka imlang salam ba dengan maskai kalau ke ba masam gini gini nanti juga buat jingkieng jadi tang kawai bentar dah kini kedua juga di news ba samka kuat hit kila ban yo na ko Amazon tama kumba mentang wing bat bo online te la don mono ko ban hit kila ban kontak dengan seluruh kehidupan fair ni so Shillong penyak yo no ini kan ada kuat hadin sisi asli Malaysia di studio ngamla balong mar don betul jembut man nya yo ini ka kuat ado mentah kecil por kendia studio ortio